Hey, did you know that your credit score could be costing you hundreds of dollars a year? I'm here today with my friend John Hanson, owner of My Insurance Group. John, I love helping clients get their credit in shape, right, to help them get into the home buying process, right? Credit is so impactful. It's going to determine what kind of loan a person can get, whether it's conventional, FHA, USDA, VA. And so there's so many components, and on top of all of that, right, it also impacts the homeowner's insurance premium, right?
It does, yes. It's one of the big driving factors in home insurance.
Right, and all of that, the sum of all of those things at the end affects affordability, both in cash to close and in that payment going forward, right?
Yes.
And so while I work with the clients up front, today I kind of want to talk about what happens after you buy your home and how to maintain affordability within your mortgage payment after you've done everything you needed to get that credit in place. So I was curious if you could help share with us today, like, how important is credit after you buy the home, and how does that play into the homeowner's insurance premium?
Oh, absolutely. So with most home insurance companies, they will rerun credit every couple years. And so they might not do it on a renewal, but the next renewal they might do it. And not every single one of them does that, but the majority of them do. And what happens oftentimes is somebody has let their credit health diminish. And right now, just so everybody knows, Texas is experiencing some record rate increases for people with good credit. For everybody here in Texas, about half of our book of business took over a 40% rate increase. Wow, and so there are things to combat it, though, right? And so having good credit is definitely one of them. Right. And then also making sure you maintain your home, because if you don't have the maintenance, put in the maintenance for trimming the trees around your house, for making sure that your roof is in good shape, making sure that everything's in good shape around your house, it's a whole lot harder for somebody like me who is a broker that can go find a different option for you to actually find you a different option, because all the companies have gotten strict underwriting guidelines right now. So like, well, we don't want that house. It has trees overhanging, and what would have been a couple $100 savings is now you're mad at me because you have to spend $1,000 to trim your trees.
Gotcha. And so if somebody has to, let's say, kind of get a new quote or change their premium or shop around after they've become homeowners, what is that process like? Does somebody come out to preview the home?
Absolutely. Almost every single company will do another inspection.
Okay.
Because it's a new policy with that company, and they want to make sure that the house is in insurable condition. And so if it's not, they will cancel. They will set them up for cancellation. And that's where some people will get themselves into trouble with the lack of maintenance.
Right.
You know, so they will try to save pennies over here, and they end up spending dollars because the only policy we can find them is something more expensive than what their renewal was.
Right. That makes sense. And if somebody experiences a premium hike, like let's say they've purchased their home, they're 2 years in, and that, you know, they've bought furniture, cars, student loans for their kids, and their utilization is a little bit off, right, lowering their credit score. And let's say now their insurance premium has gone up, not because they filed a claim or anything like that, but just it goes up, right?
Yeah.
What's a quick tip or trick they can maybe look into to help them minimize that cost?
Well, something, and you're very familiar with it. So husbands and wives often have similar credit scores, but not always, right? So if most of that utilization's under the husband, well, let's try to run the home insurance under the wife. Sometimes we can save some money just because her credit at the moment is better.
Awesome. So you have the ability to swap out the policy owner or whoever's got the better credit.
Yes.
Awesome. And then obviously making sure that you're combining, right? So
absolutely, yes. Combining is a huge thing. You will always end up saving more money in the long run combining insurances as a household.
Okay, awesome. And so what are some other tips that you can share with consumers about ways to, so we talked about maintaining your home, just keeping up with it, right? Potentially changing the policy owner or whoever has the better credit score. Any other tips or tricks that people should know about in terms of making sure that they're maintaining, affordable homeowners insurance?
Well, this isn't a part of the home insurance, but definitely take a good hard look at your taxes and make sure that the appraisal district isn't overtaxing you or overappraising your house.
Yes. I talked about that briefly and like a little video the other day. I'm like, because even today, I can tell a client, when we go to close, like, make sure you file your homestead exemption. And I get surprised sometimes when I'm doing a contract and I see it. The seller has been in the home for years, and they're paying the full property tax. And it's huge. Like, I mean,
it's huge. Well, and what they've done over the last couple of years is an astronomical increase, because property values have gone up so much, and so at least with that homestead exemption, you cap it at a certain percentage increase. Yeah. Whereas if you didn't have that, oh my gosh, you're feeling the full brunt of it.
For sure.
Yeah.
And so, those are the two factors that are going to impact your affordability going forward after you get into the home. Homeowners insurance, property tax. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
So we are going to be hosting an event. It's a first-time home buyer workshop happening July 27th here at Thrive Mortgage.
Yes.
And taking place at 10 a.m. So if you have more questions about the home buying process, John's going to be here. So if you've got specific questions about your homeowner's insurance, maybe you need a new quote run for you,
absolutely.
Right? Please be sure to come out and join us. We're gonna have a nice event. It's
little mimosas. You can never start a Saturday on a bad way with a mimosa.
Right, light brunch. Just relax. Right, relaxed environment. Everybody's working and busy during the week, so we just kind of wanted to offer up something to potential homeowners. And you know what? Even if you do own a home already, right? Maybe you're needing to sell. Maybe you're needing to rebuy. Come out, because a lot of this information is good for everybody.
Absolutely. And Alicia is definitely an expert on this. She's been doing it for about 7 years now. So
thanks,
come listen to an expert.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. We hope to see you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.